Life, it can go by pretty fast. One minute you're starting a new class in a room full of strangers, and the next you're in a room full of friends ready to give your final presentation. Sometimes it's nice to just take a step back, relax, and think of all the memories that you've made. My name's Landon Boat, and over the last several months, I've been working with an organization called the Salvation Army. The Salvation Army is a nonprofit organization that just works to help out its community. It takes kids in an after school program and gives them a place that they can play with their friends and just have fun and be kids. It also helps out people in poverty that aren't able to put food on their table. It gives them a place to come and get food and help supply their families. The Salvation Army's goal, in my personal opinion, is to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ and to help out anyone in need without discriminating. Now, while I've worked at the Salvation Army, I've done a lot of different things. I've restocked shelves, I've taken people through the food pantry line, helped unload donations from trucks, and I've done a lot of cleaning. I've done a lot of cleaning because when there's no one coming through the line, people often just stand around and wait to be told to do something or wait for someone to get in so they can help. But I'm not the kind of person that likes to sit around. I often am picking up something, cleaning the fridges, sweeping the floor. I'm always doing something. And it doesn't go unnoticed. I've actually taken a lot of a kind of a leadership role at the Salvation Army, where I often tell other people to do this, do that. And the people that work there trust me, and I've kind of grown a bond with them. A lot of them, they know me by name, and when they have to leave early or have to do something, they'll trust me to close up the place and put everything away when they're not able to. And I take a lot of pride in that. It's something that not everyone's able to do, to come into a new place, work there for only a few months and gain that kind of trust. Now, while I work at the Salvation Army, I've tried to work on a few different things. I've tried to work on my effective listening, my empathy, and my time management. And overall, I'd say I've done pretty good on working on these things. Effective listening, I often work with this lady named Bonnie. And Bonnie is this crazy old lady that'll sometimes talk to you, and she has a really quiet voice. She talks to you and turns around and talks to herself, then talks to you again and talks to herself. And it's very hard to hear and understand her. So I've really tried not asking her to repeat herself. So I'll focus when she's talking to me and make sure that I hear and understand and able to respond to what she's saying to me. I've also worked on empathy at the Salvation Army. Oftentimes when I'm taking people through the line, they're going through a rough spot. They're not able to put food on their tables and they're looking for help. And I'm just there to be a friendly face, someone to help them through their times of need. And oftentimes they'll tell you their stories or what they're going through or what they've been through. And it's just touching to be able to be a part of that experience, to be able to put yourself in their shoes and think of life through their perspective. And I've also worked on my time management while I'm there. Time management is what I struggle with the most. I'm always the person to not realize he has something due until the last day, and am always overstressing myself by putting things off until the last minute. But while I worked at the Salvation Army, I make sure that I manage my time very well, that I'm always doing something and that I'm always there on time and I'm present. If I'm going to be late or I'm not going to be there, I make sure I email them ahead of time, at least 2 days ahead of time, and let them know that I'm not going to be there. And overall, it's been a great experience. I've enjoyed my time at the Salvation Army, and I've enjoyed helping out everyone that's there. And now I'd like to talk about the class as a whole. This service learning project that we've been doing is our volunteering hours. It's been a great experience. I've been a part of something that I didn't know I was going to be a part of, and something that I want to continue being a part of. I've served well over our 20-hour requirement. I usually work 3 times a week, 2 hours each day since February, and it's just been a great time, a great experience. I've met new friends, and I've made new bonds with people. I often see people on campus that I've worked with and am able to talk to them by name and am happy to stop and have a conversation with them whenever. As for this class goes, I've really enjoyed our presentations. I remember the first day, the first guy gets up and he stops for a minute, or Angie would take something away, and people shut down. They often don't know what to do, and it's just a confidence builder that if they're able to go through that, nothing worse can happen, that they're able to recuperate, regather themselves, gather their thoughts, and be able to just talk and present. It's an amazing thing to watch happen. To just see someone build over time like that. It boosts confidence, and it's a great thing. I've enjoyed my time at the Salvation Army, and I've enjoyed my experience. I've made a lot of memories, and I've made a lot of friends.